So now we are discussing net force. Okay. Another important thing we are going to talk about free body diagram. So what is free body diagram? Free body diagram is a diagram which shows all the relevant forces acting on a body. Okay. So with the help of this free body diagram, we calculate the net force. Okay. How to draw the free body diagram? That you have to learn. Okay. Some important basics I will explain. For example, with one example, I'll explain this. A book is on the table. A book is on the table, and this book is addressed on the table. Now, option 1, draw the free body diagram of book, and option B, draw the free body diagram of table. Okay. First, let us understand the situation. So this is the table. Okay, here we have the book. This is a book which is placed on the. To draw the free body diagram, there are some rules. What is the first rule? The first rule, the rules are, the first rule, decide the system. Decide the system. For what you want to draw the free body diagram, that is a system. If you want to draw the free body diagram of the book, book is our system. If you want to draw the free body diagram of the table, table is our system. Okay. For which body you want to draw the diagram, you have to separate that body from the surroundings. That means only you have to think what are the forces acting on that particular body. If you take book is our system, you have to concentrate, focus on the forces acting on the book only. If you take the table as your system, you have to focus what are the forces are acting on the table. You should forget the book. Okay, you don't consider. Understand? First you have to decide the system. Okay, and after deciding the system, you have to list out the forces acting on it. List out the forces acting on it. So what are the various forces acting on our system? For example, I am going to draw the free body diagram of the book. So book is my system. What is our system? Book. Okay. So now book is our system. So any objects can be denoted by only dot. Okay. If you want, you can write book here. Okay. This is book. Now just imagine, only you have to focus on the book and tell me how many forces are acting on the book. The book is at rest. What is the reason? Gravitational force acting towards down and normal force acting towards up. As these two forces are acting in opposite direction. Okay. The book is at rest. So that is why two forces are acting. After list out the forces acting on them. What are the forces acting on it? One is gravitational force, the other one is normal force. So book and table are in contact. When two bodies are in contact, compulsory normal force acts between them. So normal force by table. So two forces are acting on the book. So gravitational force usually act towards down. Normal force which is balancing the gravitational force towards up. Okay, so due to the contact between the book and the table, let's say the normal force acting in them is N1. Due to the contact between the table and the floor, another normal force, let's say that is N2. Two forces, two normal forces are there. But on the book, there is only one normal force, that is by the table towards up. So this is a free body diagram of the book. Now we are going to calculate the net force. Net force is equal to algebraic sum of all the forces acting on a body. So total how many forces are acting on that body? We have to add all the forces. Now gravitational force plus normal force. We have to add, but as these forces are acting in opposite direction, one of the forces is considered as negative. So opposite sign to be taken for one force, because force is a vector. Okay. Now W plus into minus M. Are these two forces are equal in magnitude? Yes, equal in magnitude. So the magnitude of the gravitational force equal to the normal force. Hence net force equal to 0. That is why this book is balanced. Okay. So now if I consider table is my system. If I consider table is my system, how many forces are acting on this table? So before I explain this, please note down these. So previously we have drawn the free body diagram for book. Now we are going to draw the free body diagram for a table. So what are the rules to be followed while drawing the free body diagram? First, decide the system. What is our system now? Table is our system. That means we have to focus on the table only. What are the forces are acting on the table? Just we have to imagine. Okay, and list out the forces acting on the table. Tell me what are the forces are acting on the table. Here this table is pulled by the gravitational force. One is gravitational force acting towards down. Gravitational force. What is the other force acting on this table? This table in contact with the surface floor. This floor exerts a normal force on the table in upward direction. Normal force by floor. Let's say that is N2. And this book in contact with the table. This is the table, this is the book, right? This book also exerts a normal force downward direction because of the contact between them. Table exerts a normal force on the book, upward direction. Book exerts normal force on the table, downward direction, right? So another normal force acting on this table, but this normal force is exerted by book. In which direction? Downward direction. Okay, here gravitational force is downward direction. That normal force by the floor in upward direction. The normal force by the book is in downward direction. Then how do you draw the free body diagram? So any object is denoted by dot. It is our system. Okay, and tell me, one is gravitational force acting down. The other one normal force is acting towards up N2, and the other normal force by the book acting towards down. Another normal force acting by the book on the table in downward direction, that is considered this way, En1. Okay, now how do you calculate the net force? Net force is the algebraic sum of all the forces acting on a body. Total how many forces are acting on this? 3 forces are acting. As 3 forces are acting, now we have to add sum. Okay, here 2 forces are acting in the same direction. That is why we consider W plus N1 as one force, resultant of one force. DC is opposite to the N2. So plus minus N2. These 2 forces are acting opposite to the N2. So these 2 forces, since as they are acting opposite to the N2, plus into minus N2. And this table also at rest. Table also at rest means the downward forces are balanced by the upward force. That means the magnitude of the gravitational force and the normal force by the floor is equal to, this is N1, sorry. The gravitational force exerted by the earth and the normal force by the book, the magnitude of these 2 forces is equal to the normal force exerted by the floor on the table in upward direction. Okay, then net force is equal to 0. Okay, so I hope you understand how to draw the free body diagram. So what are the rules to be followed while drawing the free body diagram? First, decide the system and list out the forces acting on it like this. Then draw the free body diagram. This is a simple way of drawing the free body diagram. Okay, what is free body diagram? Free body diagram is a diagram which shows all the relevant forces acting on a body. How many number of forces acting on a body in the form of diagram that can be represented. That is called free body diagram. Why free body diagram? Free body diagram is we generally in physics we used to calculate the net force. What is net force? There are many forces are acting on them. Okay, we have to add all the forces, that gives us net force. If the net force is 0, forces are balanced, object is at rest or in uniform motion. If the forces are not balanced, object will be in a non-uniform motion. This concept we will discuss, okay, in our coming session. Just now, immediately after this, we will discuss this uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Okay, so meanwhile, please note down this